I thought I'd take a moment to show you my new sanding setup. This is the brand new Mirka Dexos 1230, the larger one, 30-liter capacity, as well as the 6-inch random orbit sander. So this is their basic dustless kit for a 6-inch, and it uses these really cool mesh style sanding pads. So you can see through it just a touch, and what happens is the dust collector pulls a vacuum, and it's truly dustless. You can sand a lot of things without making a mess. So let me show you the setup. This sustainer holding the sander itself is able to clip to the top so that it can move around as a unit. When you get where you want to work, you're able to set a brake on this guy relatively quick, and it holds it really well. Now, I'm going to pull this off because I was going to show this. So here we have the hose for this whole jobby. I'm going to rotate this. Stored really conveniently inside the top. So this is the 14-foot hose. I will tell you, this first showed up with a 20-foot hose, and the lid comes nowhere near closing. So if portability is a big thing for you guys, you might want to think about the shorter hose. If you've got a professional application for this guy, and you're pretty much going to always have it set up, I don't know why you wouldn't have the longer hose. I don't feel that it's lacking at 14 feet, but I tell you, it's tight. So, you see that? Boom. All right. Now, again, we've got a nice little foot lock on the bottom so that this guy can move around. And what I really like is I am able to take this up and down a stairwell, and I don't have all the hoses and things everywhere. I had a different brand before, and I tell you, the hoses caught on all the doorknobs, any handle, they hit on everything in the way. So for portability and storability, my OCD is off the charts. It's nicely packed, tidy, easy to put away, and not really not in the way at all. This unit is a little bit expensive, but we'll see if it's worth it. All right, so the last little bit of setup on this is to add a small counterweight. I am going to be using what they call an interface pad, a sacrificial Velcro surface between the main pad of the sander and the bottom. In order to install this, you do have to remove the base plate. So they provide a really nice hex wrench. You just slide through the gasket here and grab the hex, and by hand you can turn there. Now, if you can see, this unit has 3 holes here, labeled 1, 2, and 3. According to the instructions, they give you a set of weights. It's literally a small screw and a nut. So if you're using a backer pad like I plan to, we add this in hole number 3. So add the nut to the screw, and here we go. So we lock this little guy in place. Apparently this will help reduce vibration when using that. All right, so I've got that in place. Let's start to spin this guy back on. You can see I've already got the backer in place on that. All right, and then this guy just goes right through there. Goes right on the hex, very nice. And then just go until we are snug. All right, so not crazy tight, but on there firmly. Okay, and there's a nice rubber seal in order to keep all the dust in there. I did disconnect power, so let me try to reconnect and see if I can feel any difference. Here we go. We should turn you on, turn you on.
Very nice, very smooth. I'm surprised.
It's smoother than it was without it, that's for sure. And it was already pretty smooth. Maybe I'm just used to different types of sanders. Anyways, that is exciting. I think that is the only major maintenance we need to do on this. The last thing I wanted to comment is I saw some of these online. It was a little confusing whether they would give you both a 5-inch and a 6-inch. Maybe in some markets that's common. This only came with the 6-inch, which I'm happy with. I would much prefer that. So I'm excited, and this also did come with a small pack of their sanding discs. I think 120, 180, and 240 grit. I got 2 of each, so be able to play around with a few of the Abernets to start with. But
Very exciting.
But anyways, this is very exciting. Off to a new dust-free future. Wish me luck. I wanted to take a moment to talk about this Abra net. You see, no dust, long lasting. These are a little bit more expensive, um, but I've really been impressed with the lack of dust in sanding. The vacuum does a really great job extracting it. And what they claim and what I think I'm seeing is you get a lot longer life. So here's another sander that I really enjoyed for a while. But traditional sanding pads kind of get this glazing on them, and I wind up having to replace them more often than I might otherwise. Now, maybe my technique is flawed, but it feels like the extraction's just not quite as good, and those particles are getting bound up. Whereas with this Abranet, really the pad stays clean. I haven't seen any buildup on it whatsoever, and really there's no dust on the floor. It's been a pleasure to use so far. 1 week and counting, but I think this is going to be an interesting investment.